everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we will be starting a new series called the Character Design Series, and it is going to be a fun episode today, so let's get started. So kicking off with a plan. Oh boy, this is going to be a wild ride. So I really wanted to make a rabbit character and just get out there, so I drew this little guy first, and we named him Jeff. Yep, his name is Jeff. So using Jeff as a outfit, a template or something, whatever. I just, want to get some things down and start working on him. And so I started off with, come on, when are you gonna be done? There you go. So let's start off with a list. So I was writing a list down, and at this moment, for the life of me, I could not spell the word orange for some reason. So quickly writing some stuff down like fan and fire and, all the works for our fire-bending person, mage, rabbit lady that we're going to make. And writing down whatever I need. So starting off, we're gonna just sketch and just work. And I really wanted to go for a Japanese rabbit, Year of the Rabbit, even though it's Year of the Dragon. I really wanted to make a rabbit character. So I worked on the kimono, undershirt, and all the, fun details. And yeah! Quick side note here, I didn't draw the sandals, I drew rabbit feet instead, so sorry to disappoint you to everybody who was thinking I was going to draw the really cute sandals. Sorry! So finishing up the smaller details and quickly adding some stuff and writing some stuff down. And, just patting Jeff on the head. Yep, we should always give Jeff some love. He is there for us when we need him, and we needed Jeff in our lives. You know what I mean. I should probably stop talking, because I did. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Thank you, Jeff, for being so good today. I hope you will be here for our next character design. Thank you. Wait, hold on. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. So, moving on to our thumbnail sketches. But wait, before we even get there, I have to put down my colors because, me and colors, I would usually forget to put these down, because usually when I do a drawing, I always forget colors because I get so involved with the sketch and all that stuff, which I gotta learn how to do and how to change stuff. But I mean, sketching is so much fun. But just throwing down some colors like some oranges, reds, and throwing down my sketch color, because usually I lose it easily. For some reason I do. And just quickly throwing those colors down, and there we go. We got those colors down. Now we're finally getting to thumbnail sketches, and finding a pose for this character was really, really hard. I have no idea why. It was really difficult, and with a person or rabbit character that is holding fire and has fans and maybe a polearm spear and just all these things, it's just it's just difficult. But successfully I did find a pose that I liked, and I really loved the end result and all that stuff. And it's just that sometimes drawing thumbnails is hard and maybe sometimes time wasting, but you know, it can be fun sometimes if you really get into it. So right now I'm drawing the third pose, which honestly this one came out the worst. This one was just wonky and unbalanced, and you know, just it looked like she was, I don't know, unbalanced. It just looked like she was trying to, you know, like she looked like she was sitting on a stool, honestly, and she was trying to be flirtatious, I guess. And now I'm drawing the fourth pose, and yep, and she's throwing fire everywhere. This one was also the most unbalanced as well. Honestly, it's tricky to make a pose that is balanced, well done, and just, you know, it's a rabbit character. It's hard. But I did take some, and I just copied some stuff from each thumbnail and added onto it and gave it, just did some stuff to it, you know, just being an artist. If you can't tell, this is unscripted and really fun to do. I hate writing scripts. It's just that it's boring and it wastes my time for some reason. Like, if I want something to be formal and presentable, like, this is sure it's presentable in most parts in most ways, but this is going on YouTube. Who knows? Like, really, I don't really need to script everything, act it out, and do all that stuff. I just want to be myself. You know, just unscripted and relaxed. And just enjoying watching the process come to life. But, yeah. If you can't tell, this is not scripted. And, you know. As you can see, I really liked the weapon design and idea. And so I decided to give her a weapon. And I switched from, like I said earlier, I switched from sandals to rabbit feet, because rabbit feet are a better choice, and I stink at drawing sandals. Really, I only draw boots or Converse or like sneakers or whatever, because that's just me. And also, I gave number 3 a stool. And you know, I really like the idea of giving this character rabbit feet and like just like making her own character instead of giving sandals. I mean, I could have gave her sandals while she had the rabbit feet, but you know, that was gonna be a little too much. But anyway, I am copying and pasting some of the thumbnails and adding them together, and I finally got the pose I wanted. Finally, after 30 minutes of figuring it out. Finally! So I started sketching it out from the thumbnail and finally starting the drawing after the long and dreadful process of making a character. Even though it can be fun, it can be not. We're artists. You know, it's just like, you know, here's the thing. I love character design. It can go so smoothly, or it can make you want to burn every single stinking device or your sketchbook, and then make you want to go live out in the cabin with a bunch of cats and you're covered in cat hair, but then you lose your remote in the couch, and then somehow your brother is at your cabin and you're like, I want to be off the grid. Why are you here? And like, you know, he's sitting on the remote and you're like, where's the stinking remote? Anyway, I had to get that out there. I have no idea why, but her face was a little bit tricky to draw. I didn't know what expression I wanted to give her, and her eyebrows were looking a little bit too chunky, which is, there's no wrong thing with chunky eyebrows, but it was just hard to draw her face for some reason. But you know, I got through with it, and her face is very adorable and very cute. We love our little rabbit lady, little rabbit magic mage fire girl. I really wanted to give her a Omamori, whatever it's called, but those things. And you know, I really liked the design of it, and it was really cute and fun to draw, and I just wanted to say that. And now I'm drawing her feet. I wanted to give her claws, but it just looked more like a cat than anything. And now I'm adding, like, you know, the sketches for like where I want the fire to be, and I'm probably finishing it up, I don't know. But now I'm just like probably adding the finishing details and you know, just finishing things up. Yay! Now we're getting on to the line art. Finally, the line art is really fun and sometimes very difficult to do, but we love line art. It's what makes art, and sometimes doesn't make art. Sometimes you like the sketch better than the line art, because the line art looks flat. But we love our line art, because line art is the best, and we should always love line art for some reason. Now I am drawing and doing the line art for the clothes. I don't know why, but this is the most satisfying and trickiest part ever. But it's really fun to draw clothes, and really just, you can really do whatever you want with clothes whenever you do the line art for it, because it could either go both ways, good or bad. And honestly, this went the best way possible. I sort of made like her sleeve was like a hole in her shirt. Like it was like a throw over, like almost like a cardigan maybe. I'm not sure, a sweater, but you know, it just works. It works really well. And now I'm drawing the what is that thing? Or I cannot remember. Or more, it's something. And I cannot remember the name. But you know, it just like the whole entire piece itself, like the character came out so great. And I'm really happy with the results. I'm just really glad. And also, my favorite part is just like, you know, I don't know why, it's just, I like it. It's just, line art is fun. And you really get to do whatever you want with line art. Because it's just, line art is line art. Anyway, finishing up this tassel aura thing. Orimori? Or there, yeah, it's something. It's something. But, yeah. And now I'm drawing the feet. The feet were actually, I'm really proud of these feet since I haven't drawn animal feet in a little while. And honestly, animals are not my forte or my go-to. Honestly, cute little chibi animals is really fun to draw. But honestly, realistic animals isn't my strong suit. It's honestly very tricky for me to draw animals. To the people who can draw animals amazingly and beautifully, kudos to you. You're really great at it, and you're just awesome. You do great, and I love your art when you draw animals. Just telling you that now. So I remembered when I just said, like, at the beginning of the video, Year of the Rabbit. That's not Japanese, that's Chinese. And I regret my choices. But you know, everything's gonna be good. It'll be okay. I just regret saying that. I said, Year of the Rabbit, it's Japanese. Oh gosh. Sorry about that. Whatever. Oh boy. I was worried because I know the comments are gonna yell at me and be like, You're the rabbit. It's not Japanese, it's Chinese. But hey, listen, you know what I mean. I just got it really confused. You're probably gonna yell at me at that too, like, oh, Chinese and yeah. I just got it confused and I was misunderstood. Alright. Anyway. I just noticed this now as well, that the spear is going through her sleeve. Uh-oh. That's not good. Now that you see that, and that I see that, we're gonna both regrettably notice that. And those who noticed that before, well, yeah, you noticed that before me. So yeah, I just found that out now. Also, if you see me like swiping down where my volume is, I was listening to music at that moment, and I was really getting in the zone with it. And honestly, music helps me a lot. Music just helps. Like, right now for drawing, like, listening to Paramore or, like, anything that gets me in the mood for drawing. Paramore is a really good, like, they have good lengthy albums to listen to. Like, right now, like, just listening to them. Also, like, making your own playlists. Here's the thing, I don't use Spotify, I use Apple Music, so, yeah. But, I like listening to music, and listening to music while I draw is really nice and relaxing. Sometimes it's hard, because, your family is calling you when you're listening to music, and then you have it, like, blasting loud. And then they come in and they're like, why weren't you calling? Why weren't you listening? What were you doing? It's just like, I had my earbud in, or like my headphones on, and it was blasting loud, and it was loud. So I'm sorry that I couldn't hear you. Now, I drew some flames and drew the positions of where I wanted the flames, and now I'm gonna adding little details? Adding little details onto line art and the flames, and like just adding some stuff onto it. Drawing the flames was so fun and random, and just like adding like the sporadic, like everything. Also, if you want to know what brushes I use, I will put them in the description, and like, brushes that I made and that I got, like for instance, the RossDraw brush pack, which is really nice. Like, the round brush is really nice for like those nice, thin transparency lines or whatever. And I used my custom inking brush, or my sketching brush, which is a jittering, like, it has like a little jitter to it. It has a little taper and all that stuff, and it's like pressure sensitivity. Anyway, I'll probably make a video off of how to make the brush. But now I'm on to coloring, and the coloring part is somewhat tedious because sometimes it can't come out the way you want it to come out. And it's just, also coloring is fun. Coloring can be fun. Coloring can be stupid too, because it's like something doesn't go right and then you notice it's on the wrong layer and it's like, great, now I gotta restart all over again and do all that boring stuff. But you know, coloring can be fun, and honestly, the small details are just like the cherry on top of the ice cream, or cherry on top of the pie, or like, you know, like the peanut butter that goes with the jelly or whatever, or like the marshmallows that go with the chocolate. It's just like, I don't know, the details are great, like the painting details. Like later on, as soon as I paint on the pattern, on like the flowy long sleeves, like the floral pattern, it's just, it adds a lot. It makes it really nice, and I'm really glad I went like a light pink kimono color, because it just, I don't know, it just pops. It's really nice. I also painted her eyes blue, which was the best thing ever, because when you see a flame that is getting like really, really hot and you see like blue at the bottom, I really wanted to represent her eyes as being like the bottom of the flame that is overheating, or like being powerful and just like really, really bright. But actually, I never told this in the beginning of the video, that this character was actually inspired off of an artist that I found on Instagram, Critbit. They are amazing artists. They do a lot of commission work, but they are amazing artists. And one of the commissions that they did and I saw was fantastic and gave me a lot of inspiration to make a rabbit character. So I just wanted to say that this was inspiration off that artist. But yep, just had to say that. Her hair that I'm coloring right now was actually really tricky. I have no idea why. Her hair was so tricky to color. And when I was going to like add like some sort of pattern to her hair, I was not liking it at all, and I was actually starting to get angry. I was starting to get upset because like it wasn't coming out the way I wanted. So I had to take a break. I had to have dinner with my family, and I had to just like stop for a moment and just relax and know that everything would be okay after, you know, that whole debacle, you know, that panic attack. Would you use the word debacle? I don't know, but anyway, her hair was treated paint. And actually her feet were really fun to paint as well. Also, I gave her little toe like beans on her little hands, like pads or whatever. I was really happy to add that little small detail that I was able to. Also, I gave her really chunky hands, as in like chunky paws. I really had to. I just had the urge to. It just added a lot to it. Now I am getting onto the details and getting on track. And yeah, enjoy the process. So around this part, I was getting really tired and getting like sort of like almost done recording, and it is sadly coming to the end of the video. And you know, this has been so fun, and I will definitely do this again. So much fun, and it was really enjoyable. And I'm so glad that you guys are watching this, and tell me if you want more. Tell me in the comments down below, and just tell me if you want more. And yeah, thank you so much again. And you know, this was really fun, and it was just enjoyable. I keep repeating myself, I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time in the second episode of Character Designs. Goodbye!